Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This is Williams, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. 21. They'll try and throw for it here. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this from the...
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey, easy.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Kill. Wonder.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And Gould is able to put it through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's got Shockey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Detroit! Detroit!
Faking the give. Darnold. Man open, Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Travis Kelce, 27 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Breeze now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Here we go.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, Darnold. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jerry Rice from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Breeze now on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And Gold is able to put it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Forced out to his left. He's got room to run past the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
39! Green 39!
On first down, Darnold drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let this one go, deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find someone, anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The tackle by Brian Dawkins.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Darnold. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Breeze. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. That'll be caught by Rice. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerry Rice, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On second down, Williams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. They come out here in the I. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jason Taylor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball then arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's back to throw. Open man, it's Jerry Shockey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That clock had run awfully low. Now, obviously, no hesitation. Bring out the field goal unit. Try to win it.
And no one happier about that clock stopping than the field goal unit. Now, they can take their time, get set, and try and execute what they need for the game-winning field goal.
And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.